In today's BTG episode, Anita doesn't mince words with both Thomas women. Tyrell shocks his dads with his choice for the future. Nicole receives an offer from Carlton. Martin seeks some advice from his grandfather. Haley poisons Bill again. Leslie battles Shanice, and after fighting with Martin and Eva, Kat gets tough love from Chelsea Martin, and Vernon joke around at the club about Martin losing the squash game to his grandfather. They're trying to push the education bill, says Martin, which is why his phone kept blowing up. They discuss how the clock is ticking, re-elections are coming, and Vernon thinks Martin's going in soft. They recall Katrina. Grandma is stranded on rooftops while they were in Fairmont Crest with well-manicured lawns. He bemoans the suffering. Vernon remembers him asking what they were doing. Not enough. Vern said he's heard Martin's on track to face a serious primary challenger, bureaucracy. And minutia are weighing Martin down. His dad's certain that things could get ugly, but also that they've underestimated him. He needs to make sure his family is ready. Tyrell complains that Samantha's stuffing her face a lot lately while Smitty invites both kids to the big gaming stream thing. Tyrell wants to see Jessica, which Samantha mocks him about. Tyrell asks if Jess can come to their Thanksgiving. Smitty will ask Martin, but hopes he's not getting too serious. Too fast. The kids talk about the trash Samantha's interested in and bicker while Smitty asks to change the topic to colleges. Tyrell shrugs off Banneker. He's keeping his options open, considering UCLA. Smitty asks why the sudden change. He's been talking about going there for ages. Tyrell talks about getting connections in Cali that he can't get here. Samantha knows better. Jessica's going there. She leaves the room while Tyrell admits. He knows that his dad doesn't like this but feels he has something special with the girl. She calms him down. Smitty smiles. They've something special. He doesn't want to lose Jess. Smitty says if what they have is real, it doesn't die when it's tested. If it doesn't survive, it's because it wasn't meant to. The kid goes upstairs when Martin arrives and Smitty fills him in. Martin erupts in anger and refuses to let his kid go to UCLA. He wonders what's happening to their kids. Smitty asks him to relax, but Martin won't let him pursue puppy love. Banneker leads in everything. Smitty knows, but they can't control him. Smitty says they'll wait, watch, and guide. They discuss Martin's game with his dad and the political discussion. Vernon is preparing him for war. Smitty's fine with all of this, but needs Martin to assure him that family will come first, no matter what. Martin promises. From her office, Nicole talks with Laura about Winterfest and a slideshow on mental health that Nicole thinks is important. Anita walks into Orphe's and they disconnect. Carlton visits Nicole, who complains about all the work she has. He gives her kudos, but she wants him to pass them on to Laura. He lays it on thick with her how much he admires her and invites her to Winterfest. She reminds him she's not ready to date. He thinks it's about friendship, and they reminisce about the past. Laughter ensues. They miss this. She finally comes around. Back at Orphe's, Nicole dashes off to start the presentation. Anita approves. Leslie spots Laura on her way out and says they need to stop meeting like this. People will think I'm stalking you. Laura backs up when Leslie gets in her face and then rushes off. Leslie has the invitation box to deliver. They're hand-addressed. Anita asks what she was doing there with Laura, and Leslie brushes her off, claiming she doesn't know why the woman is afraid of her. She'd never hurt Laura. Anita says Laura's family do not trifle with her again. Leslie shrugs. The last thing anyone would claim she was is trifling. Anita thanks her for her adequate calligraphy and tries to get rid of Leslie. Leslie brings up the trust Anita set up, how it's meant a lot to her in Ava's life. She asks what else she can do, but Anita tries to put her off. Leslie's surprised he has the time. Most men these days have wandering tendencies. Anita calls it a family affair, and Leslie tries to insinuate that someone's cheating. Anita, the hospital calls, and Leslie says she has to go see Peaches. Anita will hold a good thought for Peaches. Once Leslie's gone. Anita and Vernon chat on the phone about their day, about Martin's political career. When Eva arrives, they disconnect. Anita stops Eva to tell her that her mom left early after a call about Peaches. Nothing serious. Eva hopes her mama wasn't too hard to handle, but Anita is sure she can handle her mom all by herself. Eva admits she still feels bad about what she did to Nicole with her mother. Anita knows that she was lied to her whole life, but Eva says she knew right from wrong. She's grateful to have Ted in her life since Alan wasn't a great man. Anita feels for Leslie, despite herself. Leslie faces Laura at the hospital elevator. She calls her a little girl, which triggers Laura. She reminds the older woman she's a grown-est woman and tells her to get out of her face. She leans on her about being a criminal walking free. Leslie threatens to file a defamation suit, but Laura's not lying. You tried to kill me twice. Leslie says if she wanted her dead, she would be, I don't leave loose ends, she says, and then tells Laura, who is horrified, that she's kidding. She wants a truce. Nicole appears and intervenes. Leslie claims they're discussing Winterfest. They head into Nicole's office alone, and Nicole is proud that Laura stood up to Leslie. When she was terrified, she offers to help her with her anxiety and prescribes a hug. They embrace. Outside, Leslie runs into Carlton. She wants them to become better acquainted, thinking that they both want to ensure Nicole and Ted never reconcile. Back at the club, Vernon calls Sharon and is looking forward to seeing her again. Our last time together was one for the record books. Haley tells Isaiah she's a fool for love. Bill tells Tomas that loyalty matters a lot to him, which is why he wants to discuss his future at the firm. Marcel sees Leslie at Uptown. Hello, pretty lady. You are a cop, Leslie says. He asks if that's a problem as Ted walks up. At the club, Haley says Bill knew his ex would be there and he brought her anyway. Why would he do that? Andre and Donnie try to cook when their oven starts smoking. Andre uses the fire extinguisher to get it out. Hooked on Beyond the Gates, join our official Beyond the Gates Facebook group. Get spoilers, recaps, theories, and fan talk all in one place.